phenomenal in the Utah State game?
Well, we every week we try to get better at every spot and every position group, and the offensive line is one of those that we hope to get better every week, just like every other spot.
Taysom really seemed to play well, took some steps forward. Is that how you would assess his performance?
Well, you guys know my stand about that. Your quarterback does well when the 10 guys around him are moving at a really high level, and he's spotty when it's not there. I'm 100% confident in our quarterback and his abilities to run and be productive in the scheme, whether we're running the ball or throwing it. My intent is to get, like I said, the 10 guys on the field around him executing at a higher level. And I think we're starting to see signs of that. I do believe we took a step forward in the Utah State game. But looking forward to a better form every week. And as I see it, we have taken steps as a group. Some smaller than others, but every week we've gotten better.
Would that include the wide receivers? Last week they kind of seemed to come on a lot better. Marcus Matthews did some pretty good job. Talk about the assessment there at the wide receiver, maybe how they might have progressed.
Wide receivers a little sharper, making plays, making good blocks downfield, and executing assignments. And I'm really pleased to see that the effort level there is at a more consistent.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice to have two guys, a threat that maybe two guys got to look out for, Cody Hoffman and Mitch Matthews on the outside. It's got to be a nice little.
We have a group. They like to call themselves posses, I guess. Carries in every program.
Yeah.
We have a group of 4 that are starters, and they rotate, and we do that so that they can play fast and play at a high level, and we are taking a step forward there.
Health-wise, how's the offensive line? I know some guys played a little bit, some guys were held out. Will this be the first week where you should have pretty much the full contingent of?
I don't think so. I just got some word that Terrance Alleto may not be able to go next week, so we're just going to have to wait and see. The doctors weren't definitive, but we just have to wait and see. So I'm hoping that he can rejoin us as soon as possible.
What's his ailment?
I'm not sure. I just noticed he wasn't there today, and he was working with the trainer. So maybe he'll be back. I don't know, but I'm hopeful that we'll have the same group going again. But this year's just been one of those years where we've had to adjust on a run.
Mitch was saying yesterday he liked the idea of playing a man-to-man defense like Utah State wants to play. What are the challenges with Georgia Tech and then playing more zone as far as getting the receivers the same productivity?
We prepared for a lot of man-to-man, and we got some at Utah State. We didn't get from start to finish. So, I would like to see more man-to-man because that's really what we've been preparing for. So we do have to shift gears because there's more zone coverage. Still a little bit of man with Georgia Tech, but more zone coverages as we study film and look at tendencies.
Is that a harder relationship between a quarterback and his receivers playing his own defense then?
Well, I think both schemes have their challenges. And the zone challenge is, you've got to find open windows, and those windows don't stay open long. And so the execution has to be sharp. Protection has to be crisp, so the quarterback is not, rattling around in the pocket. And then there's very little margin of error in a good zone defense. And so I do believe that you've got to be sharp. You've got to recognize coverage. You've got to be able to protect, and then the quarterback's got to be accurate. So with all those things on the table, we look forward to the opportunity to get better.
Mitch breaking out then, was that something just the way Utah State was covering him, or did you kind of see that coming in practice, that regardless of opponent, he was due for?
Mitch had shown some really good things in spring. Showed some really good things in fall camp, and it was good to see that kind of play rally forth in the game. But we as an offensive staff, we design plays, and the quarterback reads it out and makes decisions. So that was just the ebb and flow of the day. That the ball went to Mitch, and Mitch made plays.